Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're back making things up as we go. Not that that's a lot different than what we normally do, but today we are not limited by making a panel that somebody else made fit. Today we're going to try and tackle the insides of the rear cab corners. With the way that we've moved the radius of the corner over, we have to make a piece that goes on the inside of that. Should be pretty straightforward. Just going to have a patch panel that's curved there and another one that comes at the floor over to meet that new panel. So that's where we're headed. Let's get started. Here's what I'm looking at. Before, this radius was all the way over here. So there was just a piece that went from right there, curved over, filled that whole cavity. Now we've got the frame rail coming through on this side, so we can't have it be that way. So we need a patch panel to just pretty well extend this rocker. If we can get that to come all the way down and tie into this edge right here and over to that 45. That's what my goal is to just get that way, and then a piece like this. Metal I've got for this is from that patch panel right here. I'm hoping that that curve's already pretty close there for it, and it looks to be. What I want to try and do is fit that right there to the edge of this new rocker. Then I can weld it right across there. The rocker does have this out kick right here, which I'll have to put a piece right there, but that's not that big of a deal. Then I can bend this to follow and cut it off right about here somewhere. And then I will follow this contour down, and then when it gets to this, that might have to have, you know, more of a 90 kind of feel right there. But that should get that piece, and then we'll have to you know, trace the contour of this patch panel in order to make this piece right there. But first things first, let's get this made. Where this comes down, it's pretty close to about right there, and you can see in the dirt where I've made a little bit of a line there. That's where I'm going to try and work that to a nice tight radius and kind of just keep test fitting it. We used the pipe anvil we made there a couple weeks ago to try and get that radius there just by test fitting this piece. This is the overall shape that we're going with. Like I said, just a little curve, pretty tight radius. That fits pretty close already right there. A little bit more trimming, and then we'll be able to get that in here. I can weld up this main side across the top, and kind of right there we're going to put that other piece that's coming from the floor to there. We can get that welded in. Along the arch right here, I can't get to that real easy. When we do flip the cab up though, I'll be able to get nice good welds there, and that's probably when I'll do the final trimming. Now that this is welded in there, that just leaves two more pieces that we need to get filled in. This right here, and then there's another one right here on the rocker. This here, I've just trimmed that floor pan so it's a nice straight line. So that piece will rest right on top of that. We just need it to match the contour of this new piece that we have here. So trace that out. We'll cut that one out of some metal and weld it right in. Now that that's welded in, just have one piece left, and that fits right there. That just covers the shape of that rocker there. So we're going to weld that in, and then we'll move to the other side. Give you a close-up here of what we're looking at. Alright, getting started over here on side 2. Got the same kind of bent piece. Just going to go right in there like that. Side 2 is just like side 1, except with a lot less narration. Okay, I said less talking, not any, or not none. This is where the gas filler used to be, so it's a little funky on this side. That flange that comes down at an angle doesn't come down as far on this side because that's how that neck used to come through there. So I got to cut that out, and I'm just going to recreate that little strip right there because that worked out pretty well over on that side, and that'll satisfy my OCD in keeping them symmetric. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. We got most of the metal work done on the inside of the back of the cab corners there. We still have right where we changed the arches still to weld up, but that'll be a lot easier when I turn the cab the other direction. So I'm just going to hold off to weld that final seam there once we flip the cab. So that's going to really do it for me today. I'm going to still keep tackling some of these miscellaneous welds that just need cleaned up on the underside of the cab. And hopefully we're back next week. Still trying to recover from all the storm damage here, so that left my grass, 2 feet high and a whole bunch of other things that I'm trying to get caught back up with. So might see you back next week, might be back the week after. We'll see you next time.